Hello everyone. Today I'm getting real. So please be kind as I'm showing some vulnerable pictures of my loose, crepey arms. So we're going to be seeing if this device has worked some magic on that area. And I'm really surprised that it has. So I'm 52 years old. Let's be honest, gravity is no longer our friend. And I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic about continuing with using this for the body. I wasn't at first, but I think I am. So I'm curious to know your thoughts. So let's get started. Let's talk about this device. This is the Surebeauty 3-in-1 ultrasonic 40K cavitation, radiofrequency, body shaping, and slimming machine. Say that 3 times over and over. But don't let it intimidate you because this device uses radiofrequency and ultrasound. So radiofrequency is actually one of my favorite technologies for boosting collagen and firming up the face and the neck and that under eye area. I have had great results with the radiofrequency over the past almost 4 years. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Jodylynn, and that's what I talk about here. This is my first before and after with actually a beauty device on the body. So I usually do beauty devices for the skin. I feel that I have turned back the hands of time with a good skincare routine, SPF daily, and the help of beauty devices, and particularly with radiofrequency paired with microcurrent. I love radiofrequency and I think it is the best for sagging skin. And no, at home, radiofrequency devices are not going to melt the fat on your face. Always use as directed. So if that's something that you're interested in knowing more about, how to take care of the skin at home, I would love to have you, and please subscribe. This device also promises to melt fat by using that ultrasound technology, not the radiofrequency technology. So note that it has 2 types of technologies on this device. Today, I'm not going to be sharing with you the ultrasound fat melting technology. That's going to be at a later time, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how radiofrequency can help to tighten that top layer of the skin. So it's not going to melt your fat. It is actually going to help to build collagen and to tighten the top layer. Completely different. I did a whole detailed video on this device a while back. So check out that video if you're really into the technical specifications. I also talk about the pros and cons of this device. Check that out if you want more information. Let's talk about how I use this device. Initially, when I got the device in November, I was going to use the ultrasound paired with the radiofrequency to help to melt the fat in my arms as well as to tighten that top layer of skin. However, it was really time consuming. I was spending about 45 minutes to an hour a couple of times a week. And you all know that I use beauty devices on my face. So that routine was getting to be quite lengthy. I do have a full-time job during the day, and I thought this is not going to be working right now. So I chose to only just focus on the radiofrequency. And in January, I started really taking it seriously. I ended up using this device 15 minutes twice a week on both arms, 15 minutes. So I did 7.5 minutes on this arm, 7.5 minutes on this arm. I chose to focus on the areas that I felt were really kind of crepey. So I did this area right here because this is where I found the crepiness. I also did this around the elbow because we all know that this gets really crepey. I did not do before and afters on that, which now I'm going to start doing on there. And I also did the forearm. And to be honest, beauty devices are not the most exciting part of my routine, but I managed to be pretty consistent at about 85% of the time. We did some traveling, and unfortunately, I'm not going to bring this device. It's too big, it's bulky, so it doesn't travel well. There were some holidays in there also that I didn't do it. So I would say 85% of the time, I was pretty consistent at doing it twice a week for both arms. So let's also talk about the skincare that I used because it's never just one thing to youthful skin, right? It is many different things. So the skincare that I used the One Skin body lotion. I absolutely love this. I've been using this for over a year, and I use this morning and evening. In the evenings, I also used the Josie Maran lactic acid. This is beautiful. This is their Aragon milk. This is more of like a light exfoliation with some wonderful hydrating properties as well. And I used this a couple of times a week. I then used a retinol. This is just a retinol with an OL, so not a high strength. I used the Yeouth actually, and I actually just used a few drops in my body butter. I did this a couple of times a week as well. So I've been using retinol for quite a while, so just know that. The Gavitation device was on top of my skincare that I've already have had in place for a while. And then of course, SPF daily. Let's go ahead and check out my before and afters. Please note, I have lost about 8 pounds, and I wanted you guys to know that. But what I want you to look at is the crepey skin, not the, again, fat, but that loose skin that is around the fat, all right? So I know that there's probably gonna be a lot of debate. Is this because I lost 8 pounds, or is it because of the device? And I think that that's something that is definitely debatable. So for sure, I'm not a scientist. I don't know 100%, but I do know that when, losing weight, your skin, especially as we age, if it is also already laxed, it can even get more lax, and you can even get more crepiness because you've got some like skin hanging. So just kind of keep that in mind. I am doing a colored photos as well as black and white. The black and white photo is going to get rid of the light so that you can just really see what's going on, so that the lighting isn't an issue, because that can always be an issue. All right, let's go ahead and look at my before and afters. This is the colored version, and this was in January, and then we've got March 30th. So I really just want you to look at this crepiness right here. And this is what I was trying to tackle. And I really think that you can see a difference for sure. Like, I feel like it is definitely tightened that area. Let's look at the black and white version, because then you know, the lighting is kind of taken out and you can just kind of really see the lines here. And I do feel like it is definitely tightening. So we're talking about the top layer of crepey skin. We're not talking about this down here, which is actually fat. And that is probably something that the ultrasound might be able to do, and we will tackle that hopefully in the summer, just seeing where I'm at after I lose my weight. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. But I'm really impressed, and I think that it is actually doing something. So this summer, I am going to give the ultrasound a proper go for the fat reduction. I'm going to add that into my routine with the radiofrequency. I'm going to do that in the summer because I have a lot more time, because I am a teacher and I get the summers off. So I am a lot more motivated. Like, after seeing these results, I'm definitely a lot more motivated to want to try out the ultrasound paired with the RF. So the ultrasound is going to help, anyway it claims, to melt fat, and then the RF is going to tighten it. So both of them together could really, maybe help the skin to look also even more youthful. So, all right, do I recommend this device? I'm actually really impressed. My arms feel a lot less crepey. I feel like you can see it in the before and afters. Obviously, age isn't magically reversed. It's definitely all about consistency, but I think that there is some improvement. I'm curious about the results if I was actually even more consistent, like if I was 95 to 100% consistent, what those results would have been. So anyway, we'll see that in the summer time. So I'm curious to know your thoughts. Do I recommend this device? I have already recommended this device just for the radio frequency alone, because you can use this on the face, on the neck, as well as around the eye area. And it's like $200 or less. It's a great price. And I think it's just for the face, the under eye area. I think it's a great device. As far as radio frequency for the body and tightening the skin, I think that's a plus. So I definitely think, and I'm going to give you more update as far as the fat loss goes. I obviously don't know that yet. So make sure that you subscribe because that's obviously a whole, another few months. And hopefully by the beginning of fall, I will have some more information about that. And please let me know if you guys have any questions. And now you're going to want to check out these videos. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a like. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss my upcoming videos. Until next time.